Hey everyone, another weekly cup of Joe. Last week I talked about, our ego getting in our way and a little bit of humility, saying we should all have an invisible card in our pocket that reads, I may be wrong. It's just a reminder to be open-minded to whatever someone's sharing with you, whatever information. I want to go a step further and introduce you to Brene Brown's rumble language. We present this when we're getting into brainstorms with clients, or they have a group meeting and they're going to brainstorm their strategy or a new way of doing something. We introduce them to rumble language that came from Brene, and it's just some entry points, some on-ramping when you disagree with something. So think of a highway, right? They have these highways that have a T section where you literally, the traffic is flying by and there's so many accidents because you're going from zero and trying to get up to speed. But think of the on-ramp. To make highways safer, they created an on-ramp so you can get up to speed and then merge into the traffic. Think of that like a conversation. Sometimes we just go, I disagree, that'll never work. That's like hitting boom, crash. Come on, get up to speed with me. Here's some ways we can get up to speed by using rumble language. Here's one example. You might disagree with something and you go, the story I'm making up in my head is that this happened and this happened and that happened. Am I hearing that right? Or am I making that up? Here's another great one. So I'm curious about. So instead of I disagree, you can walk into it this way. Hey, I'm curious about blah, 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 blah. Another entry point, tell me more. So when you start to fume or your ego is starting to take over, you can just pause and say, tell me more information. I'm wondering if we might, that's a great starting point. Help me understand that is great. Walk me through that, please. I'm still not quite clear on what you're saying, so walk me through that. What's your passion around this? When someone's getting all fiery, what's your passion around this? Let's talk about that. And finally, tell me why that doesn't work for you. Tell me why that doesn't work for you. These are great rumble language. For me, I like tell me more and help me understand. Those are my two favorite that I memorize and I keep with me. So when I'm feeling, closed-minded, when I'm feeling like frustrated, I just pause and say, hey, tell me more about that. And hey, I'm curious about it. So these are Brene Brown's rumble language that really help in team communication.